Hi, in this video, we'll be going through the H2 Mathematics 2019 Paper 2. So for question 5, they give you a vectors equation question and they state that OA equals to this vector A, OB is this vector B, OC is 2A plus 4B, OD is 5B plus 5A. And they draw you a nice diagram for you to see how it looks like. And then the lines DB and AC cross at C. So that means DB, BD, and AC cross at point X. So we are now supposed to express OX in terms of A and B. So the natural way is to find the equation on the line BD and equate it with the equation on the line AC. And that's what we're going to do. So we find BD, which is 5A, and AC, which is A plus 4B. And so the equation on the line 8BD will be given as B plus lambda 5A, where lambda runs through rails. And AC will be A plus mu, then this is the direction, A plus 4B. So because X lies on both of these lines, it must satisfy the equation B plus lambda 5A equals to A plus mu A plus 4B for some lambda and some mu. So with that, then you shift everything to one side. So this you get the coefficient that 5 lambda minus 1 minus mu A plus 1 minus mu whole thing times B equals to 0. Then since A is not parallel to B, both of these must equals to 0. Then you just solve the easier one, which is only one unknown. So mu is 1/4, and then with that you just sub in over here and you should get 5/4 A plus B. The next part, they say that point Y lies on CD such that OX, Y are collinear. So if you draw this part, and then you draw a line collinear, so this is where point Y hits. So in that case, you know that point Y is some point on line CD, which is the first thing you do. So you just find the line CD equation, which is 2A plus 4B plus beta B minus A, and B minus A is the direction vector of CD. Then because OX equals to KOY for some K, since they're collinear, we know what's OX already, which is 5/4A plus B, and then K times OY, and OY will be just some vector looking in this form. So it looks like this. And then same thing, now you just shift everything to one side. You see that 5/4K minus 2 minus beta A plus 1/K minus 4 plus beta B equals to 0. And by comparison, this means that 5/4K minus beta equals to 2 and 1/K plus beta equals to 4. So this allows you to find what is K, which is 3/8. And with that, you can find what's OY, because now you know that OY equals to 1/K OX. So OY must equals to 10/3A plus 8/3B. And so the ratio of OX to OY is just 3/8/1, which means that it's 3/8. So I hope you understand the explanation, and we'll move on. Now we're moving to the probability section of paper 2. So for question 6, it says that in a certain country, there are 100 clubs arranged in 4 divisions, 22 in 1, 24 in division 2, 26 in division 3, and 28 in division 4. And you want to explain first whether these 22 clubs form a sample of population. So Well, for the first one, of course it forms a sample because the total population number of clubs is 100. So it's just a subset of it, so it forms a sample. And now Dilip wishes to investigate the facilities for supporters at the football club, but does not want to obtain every detailed information. Explain how he should carry out his investigation and why he should do the investigation this way. So the way to do it is he should just randomly select the clubs from all 4 divisions so as to ensure that the sample, so most important is that you need to have all 4 divisions and randomly. That's the keywords. Then the explanation for those keywords is to ensure that the sample survey is unbiased because it's random, and representative because it comes from all divisions. And the last part is to find the different samples of 20 football clubs with 5 from each division. Well, that's just 22 choose 5 times 24 choose 5 times 26 choose 5 and 28 choose 5. Then you get some value, which is 7.24 times 10 power 18 3SF. Moving on, for question 7, a company produces drinking marks and it knows that 8% of the marks are faulty. So the manager collects 50 marks and checks whether any of them are faulty. So state with 2 assumptions needed for F to be a binomial distribution. And the 2 assumptions is very standard, and it will always be the probability is the same for every mark, and the event of choosing a mark don't impact each other, meaning they are independent of the other chosen marks. Then for part 2, we are now given that F can be modeled by a binomial distribution, and we're supposed to find the probability that at least 7 faulty marks are found. So we just let F follow binomial 50 0.08. So we need at least, so F is larger or equal to 7. So you just complement it minus, so it's F less than 7, but since binomial is discrete, you can make this equal when you put 6. Then you can use GC to calculate this, and then you just 1 minus that to get 0.10187, which is equals to 0.102 3SF. Then for part 3, we're supposed to find the probability that on 5 working days, at least 7 of the marks are found on no more than 2 days. So we just let W be the number of days with at least 7 faulty marks. Then W will actually now follow a binomial itself, even though F itself follow a binomial, but it don't matter because now we already know the probability. So it's just 5 bracket the success rate, which is 0.10187. Then you want to find W less than or equals to 2 because it's no more than 2 days. Then it equals to 0.991 3SF. Just use your GC, find it. It's very quick and simple. Next, the company also makes sauces, and the probability that a saucer is faulty is P. And the fault of the saucers are independent of the faults on the marks. And so we are now supposed to write down an expression in terms of P for the probability that in a random sample of 10 saucers, exactly 2 is faulty. So you let X be the number of faulty saucers, and X will then follow a binomial as stated. So you got 10, then you comma P. So P, X equals to P will just be 10 choose 2 times P squared times 1 minus P to the power 8. The binomial distribution formula. And then you just write, then it will just be 45P squared times 1 minus P to the power 8. As for the last part, it now gives you more information that the marks and sources are sold in sets of 2 randomly chosen marks and 2 randomly chosen sources. We want to find that the probability that the set contains at most 1 faulty item is 0.97. So for one faulty item, it's either you have no faulty, one mark faulty, or one saucer faulty. So to have no faulty, it's just 0.92 squared times 1 minus p squared. Why? Because no faulty means you have 0.92% chance of non-faulty for the mark. Then now you have 2 marks, so it's 0.9 times 0.9. Same thing is 1 minus p times 1 minus p. So together is 0.9 squared times 1 minus p squared. As for the mark, then it will be, you choose one of the marks. You still choose one, then times 0.08 times 0.92 times 1 minus p squared. Then for the saucer, is to choose 1 times p 1 minus p times 0.92 squared. And you will get some quadratic equation that you simplify out to be this expression. And with that, you equate it is 0.97. Then you can just use your GC to solve it, which gives us 0.0689 3SF. Moving on, for question 8, it is again a probability question. And with that, we just need, okay, so for this is a very breakdown probability, like it gives you the information and you're supposed to find the probability using the information. So they say that Jerry puts all the items in a bag. So these are your items. You have a bag with these items. So, and this is the number of characters and colors that you get. Then you put all these in a bag and you choose one item. Find the probability that it's either a horse or a rider. So the number of horses is 9 and the number of riders is 14. So you're either a horse or a rider means it's just 9 plus 14 over the total number, which is 56. So it is 23 over 56. Next, we're supposed to find the probability that an item is either a dog or a bird but not white. So in that case, you're either, so a dog is, the number is 17. A bird, the number is 16, but you must minus off all the white, so it's 17 minus 6, which is 11. Then you plus 16 minus 1, which is 15. So then you equals over 56. Then you equals to 13 over 28. For the next part, now Jerry now puts the items back in the bag and chooses 2 items at random. Find the probability both of the items are horses, but neither of the items are orange. So both are horses and none are orange. So you just see horse got 9. You can't be orange, so you gotta be this part, which is 8. So you just 8 over 56. Then you times 7 over 55. Why 7 now? Because after you choose 1, you have 1 less horse that is not orange. So you got 7. And then you y times 55, because now the total number is 55. Then this will equals to 1 over 55. Now, the probability of choosing a dog exactly and 1 yellow only. So you can now, so you have two ways. So you see, you're either the dog is yellow or the dog is not yellow. So first you choose the dog that is non-yellow. So the dog that is non-yellow, well, it is, you choose the dog that is yellow, so that's 7 out of 56. Then times the rest of the number, which is 32 out of 55, then you times 2. Because you can either choose this one first or this one first, so you times 2. Then you plus the chance that your dog is yellow. Your dog is non-yellow. Then it will be 2 times 7 over 56 again. Then you times 10 over 56. Why 10? Because your total number of elements is 14. And so you just need to count the number of yellows that is not a dot. So yeah, so there's 1 plus 1 plus 5, which is again 7. So 7 over 56. Then now you need to choose a non-yellow dot, which is 10 over 56. Because it's 17 minus 7. So you're left with 10. So in total, it equals to 21 over 110. As for part 3 now, well, it's actually kind of interesting, this question. So you have 16 combinations, and we know that the probability of choosing 2 of them is 56, is 1 over 77. So you're supposed to write down all the possibilities of the 2 favorite color / character combinations. So 2 times, so okay, so in this case now you choose 2 items, so you got 2 ways already. Then it's x over 56 bracket y over 55. And that will equal to 1 over 77. And with that, now xy would then equals to 20. And this implies that, so your xy equals to 20, meaning x is it's like some number that you chose, and y is some number you chose from out of these options. And we know that the product must be 20. What does this mean? It means that you must choose the number that are factors of 20. So let's say you got 4. So you can choose this 4, and it goes with the yellow bird. It also goes with the rider white rider. So you got orange bird plus yellow bird, and orange bird plus white rider. Then you just look through again the list. You already cleared this, cleared here, and you see another 4. So you can be either a horse white horse, or yellow bird now, or you can be white horse and white rider as the next part. So these are the 4 possible combinations, and that is all, because it must fulfill this condition. So that's all for this video. In the next video, I'll wrap up to the 2019 paper. So please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you again. Bye.